Good morning and welcome to Blast Your Book. We are so excited. We've got some of our faithful writers that have been working with us for years and some brand new faces. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Kate Emerson.
And I am Sarah, and I'm really thrilled that so many of you are really honoring this dream in your heart to have a book in your hands. And we've got people on various stages of the journey. Some of you are starting a book, a novel or a memoir or nonfiction. We've got writers who are on their second or third or fourth books. We've got people who are really focusing on getting their pictures together and getting the book published during this fray. So we've got people on all steps of the journey, and you're all welcome. And really, this is such a big deal because you are saying yes to this dream, to this idea of being a published author or completing something. And that really is a big deal. And we really want you to take it as a big deal and dive in big. And we're going to be diving in with you.
And one of the things, Sarah, when you talk about the calling and to honor what's in your heart, we also have to make it super duper practical, tangible, touch and feel. So this month, this 30 days is all about getting in and doing it. So this is day one. And what we want you to really think about is closing off any of those pesky things that are still pulling at your energy, those obligations. Maybe you spend an hour or two just finishing off a project or making those phone calls or setting up some appointments for after 30 days, but just really clearing the decks a little bit, or as I would say, decluttering, but just get some things out the way. The less you have pulling at you, the better. And the next thing we really, really want you to do today, as you kick off, is to think about the end point. So what you want to do today is you're going to grab a piece of paper or your journal, handwrite this out, okay? I want you to make a statement of intention of what you're going to achieve this month. What are you going to be working towards, charging towards? Blast Your Book is what this group is called. So I want you to go to the end of the month and write it as if it has already happened. So here's what you're going to start off with by saying, I am so proud that I have finished ... So what do you want to complete by the end of Blast Your Book? Write that out and you're going to stick it up somewhere. I'm looking at my wall. Stick it somewhere visual, on your mirror, on your car, wherever it is. Put it out there to remind you. Do that today. And then Sarah's got a second part for you as well.
I'm going to give you the second part in a second, but as much as you're putting things away and putting things aside and decluttering, you're also going to be, in your other hand, gathering the other elements, the elements of writing, the elements of your book. And maybe they're out there all over. Maybe they're in folders, maybe they're in files, maybe they're in your mind, maybe you've sent people things, maybe you've got loads of pictures you've done. I want you to start to gather them and pull them into your own energy field and bring them into your awareness, because that's where your love and attention and focus and intent and all of that good stuff is going to go this month. So when you've got this affirmation, this statement of intent about where you want to be, when you're going to sleep tonight, I want you to turn it around and I want you to reframe it as a question. So if your statement is, I have a completed first draft, when you go to sleep tonight, I want you to ask yourself, why do I have a completed first draft? And I want you to leave that for your mind to figure out, because the mind likes to find answers to questions. And this is what Kate's just talked about, is how is this going to be driven into action? Why do I have a completed first draft? Why have I got a publisher for my book? Why have I got a sizzling third draft? Okay. And leave that question to just ripple through your being. What are we going to be doing with you over these 30 days? Lots.
And so practically, yes, we've got prompts. We're going to be messaging you every day. We've got prompts. We've got some rules for you to follow, guidelines. We're going to inspire you and send you something to keep you on your journey to blast your book. Take care. Have a fantastic Thursday.